Hello and welcome to the Studs Up podcast. I am Garfield. I am joined, as always, by SimonSays. By the way, if you'd like to get in contact with us because we're doing a very special podcast this week that we'd love your feedback on, you can always go to our Facebook page, Studs Up. It's really easy to find. Or you can go to our website, studsup-football.com. Simon says, I want you to tell everyone what this podcast is going to be about.
Well, you know, I heard in the news that Henderson came out after the match and...
Jordan Henderson. Liverpool captain.
Yeah. And he came out and said that, victories such as that are made possible because of
this was right after the 6-1 win, by the way, over Watford. Yeah,
that's right. The world-class front three of Mane, Coutinho, and Firmino. And what sparked in me when he said that was, I know that we had this conversation before the season, just when the season had started.
Yeah.
And you were adamant that you didn't think Coutinho was world-class, and I did. And Hendo's comments and Liverpool's performances since that time, I think, have maybe brought this into light. And given some of the world-class players that are called world-class haven't been performing so well, your Rooneys, your Ibras, Pogba's, I thought maybe this is a conversation we might be able to have. And I know, football fans love having these discussions because we all have our opinions.
Yeah.
And I don't think there is any, absolute methodology for this.
There can't be.
But I'm curious to see what you guys think and obviously what Garfield thinks about that sort of comment. And yeah, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it depends how you constitute world class. And as you just correctly pointed out, there's no yardstick. There's no measuring stick of how you can do it. It's literally just an opinion.
And I feel as though people like Messi and Ronaldo have warped the perception of what's world class. People
100%.
Think that if you're not Messi or Ronaldo or in that league,
they're not world class. They're universe class.
Yeah.
They're
multiverse class.
Yeah, they are a cheat code on a computer class.
Yeah.
Like
they feel like a cheat code.
Yeah, they are the final boss in Street Fighter 2 class.
Big time.
They are M. Bison.
If you're playing me in FIFA 17 and you pick one of those sides, I'm basically just not playing you because you're just a cheat and you don't have any real skill.
Out of the game.
Yeah, it's just idiotic.
Yeah.
So I feel that they've really coloured people's opinion of what is world class and what isn't world class. I think I like to remove them completely from the scenario.
Yeah.
And I start looking kind of that way.
Let's just call them universal class.
Yeah. So once you've taken them out of the game, you got, and with a focus on the Premier League, who are the guys that set not only the league alight, but set fans alight? And I think what really defines world class, and this is going to be obviously a very non-quantifiable way that I'm actually giving you here, because there are players from different positions. It's very hard to compare goalkeepers to defenders to midfielders to strikers. But I think if they just have universal respect throughout the league, doesn't matter which group you barrack for. So, for example, I can sit here and place hand on heart and say that Paul Pogba is definitely world class, even though his performances have not been there.
100%.
Yet he plays for the most vile, disgusting team on the planet. So it is what it is, and the fact that he can transcend my dire hatred for United and those sorts of rivalries, I think that is something that clearly means a player has to be world class when he gets respect. Respect only comes from good performances and your ability, and those abilities are different depending on the position you're in. So that's kind of my classification. I don't know how you feel about that classification.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you. I think a lot of it also has to do with longevity. I think you can't be world class.
What if you come in and you're only in the league for 6 months, but you're clearly world class?
Yeah, I mean, you can be world class for 6 months, but I don't think it deserves your place in the upper echelons.
If Neymar went to Chelsea and he was there for 10 minutes, and he's on the bench, you'd still say, God, he's world class.
I'd call him a bottler for not getting off the bench for 10 minutes, but
I take
your point. I do take your point, but I think longevity in a league helps towards that spectre. You disagree, obviously.
David James has one of the record number of appearances.
He's right up there.
But he's not world class. Never was.
No, I'm not saying longevity alone makes you world class. I'm saying longevity helps you achieve world class.
There's a lot of people that... Gareth Barry...
Yeah, none of these players are world-class players.
Yeah, and they've all been...
But longevity helps you.
Ryan Giggs, for example, could have had half the career, and he was world-class.
Yeah.
He could have had 3 seasons as good as he did, and he was world-class. Jurgen Klinsmann, short career in the Premier League, world-class.
But over an extended period of time, even though it was in other leagues.
I kind of take what you said and throw it out the door. I think it means nothing.
Really? Nothing at all?
I think it means more. I think the debate becomes really clear the longer they are world class and the longer they're in the league.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the classification is built on that.
Yeah, all right. And that's interesting because I always put that down as part of what I like about it.
Interesting because that was a full mic drop, or
Yeah, because you mic dropped me then.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you stuttered me.
Yeah,
I couldn't even sup you back.
You couldn't sup me back.
I couldn't sup you
You
back.
got to listen to the last podcast to know what the hell that means.
Yeah, it sounded vaguely dirty when I say it.
Yeah.
I can't sup you back.
Yeah, no, it sounds bad.
Oh, no. Okay, well, let's discuss then.
So, can we start with those guys? Mane,
Okay.
Coutinho, Firmino. I mean, Hendo has given us a bit of a window here.
Okay.
I'm going to say all three are world class. I'm going to say that I'm less convinced about Mane yet, only because he needs time. But I think Coutinho has definitely, he's well and truly, absolutely stone cold, cannot be denied, world class. That's it, world class.
God, I hate having to agree with you on this because at the
World
start
class.
of the season when we were talking
Yeah,
about this,
you
I
were
said
against it.
Coutinho is not a world-class player.
But you're the bigger man. I'd like to respect the fact that you're able to take that. And I mean, for a team that you need to despise, mind you.
Yeah, he's stepped up. His stats are ridiculous. He's
And
playing well.
consistency.
Yeah, he is clearly he's stepped up his game to the point now where I have to look at him and say, you are world class. You are an exceptional
Undeniable.
talent. I still, just a personal opinion, I still think Firmino is the better player, and if you gave me the choice, I'd prefer Firmino in my team
I get it.
any day of the week. I think he's a genuine world-class player because he's so selfless. But
Coutinho's getting there, though.
Coutinho is, again, he's
that
developing.
has actually been
I
the
know.
biggest change in his game.
Yes, I
His
agree.
selflessness.
Yes, I agree. And he's
Fewer
starting
shots.
and he's starting to learn. He's
Yeah.
starting to get in this mindset now where he realizes, you know what, sometimes I can't just shoot off from 40 yards. Sometimes the pass is the best
So
option.
we agree. Those three are world class. Mane
would-
maybe just barely.
Okay, no, I will say this about Mane. Mane definitely has the potential to be world class.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit early to call it, but
He's
as
like
you
junior world class.
Yeah, no, but as yeah. He's trying to like heavyweight
Junior
himself up. As you know,
Welterweight.
Yeah, he's a welterweight. Yeah, as you know, I'm a massive fan of Mane. I have been for a long time.
Before I even got excited about that deal, you were
Yeah.
already singing it from the rooftops.
Yeah,
so.
so I mean, I think he has the potential to be world class. I think
His performances have been world class.
he definitely has patches.
okay, I'd pay that.
He has patches where you think, "Poor."
I'd be happy to drop him off that list on that basis.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair result.
And
I
that's
think
kind
Coutinho
of-
and Firmino are definitely world class.
It's kind of also
and
what
he's
I'm
on the way.
On the way. It's kind of also what I mean by longevity. I mean, you can't have half a good season and go, "Poor, world class, world class." You
Especially
have
when
to-
you're young.
Exactly.
If you've been there a long time and you've always kind of been there or thereabouts, and then you suddenly come through, then maybe it can be half a season. You can say,
Yeah.
well, you're actually currently you are world class.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can take that. I can take that on board. What I will say is, and you're not going to like this because it's not an obvious thing, but Lallana's getting there too.
But
Those Cruyff... I mean, there are some turns that I'm seeing from this guy that are Messi and Ronaldo-esque.
Yeah.
I don't know how
he
many
does have
players
one of the
can
great
do that.
Cruyff turns in the world.
But he does.
Yeah.
And he turns plays inside out and he creates this ridiculous space out of nothing.
Yeah.
There's this ball that he laid off to Firmino during that match against Watford.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, I don't even know how that was humanly possible.
Yeah.
I haven't seen someone do that since David Ginola.
You know what? No, you know what he actually has a touch of, even though they're vastly different players, so don't take it as a direct comparison. The way he moves the ball has a touch of the Dimitar Berbatovs about it.
What do you mean? I 100% see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Those touches, the way he will so elegantly glide
It's deft.
on the ball,
Yeah.
drag it back underfoot, but then push it forward overfoot and around, and just those sorts of things, those delicate deft turns.
Yeah,
and
Berbatov's
touches.
the last player I saw in the league who has
a good
that
point.
kind of touch.
He was world class, so
He was definitely a classy player.
So I feel as though that kind of gives Lallana a pathway to world class.
Yeah, he could get there. I don't think he's there yet.
No.
Having said that, I think that without him, Liverpool would not be even remotely the same team.
I'm going to write these down because I'm curious to know what the list we come up with. So
Yeah.
we're saying definitely we've both agreed on Coutinho.
Yep, and both agreed on Firmino.
And we both agree on Firmino. That's two in the Liverpool side.
Yeah, and two possibles.
And two
welterweight candidates.
That's great. For a side that was, I mean, nowhere a season and a half ago, and even up to half a season ago, I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts to think that. Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually very intriguing.
All right, well then let's go to the other side of
I would
us.
say Sturridge is world class, but unfortunately he doesn't play enough anymore.
Again, this comes back to my kind of argument about longevity. You can't just...
No, but more so because it's not that, it's more... I mean, if he played like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not consistently as a starter...
Yeah.
I don't care. He was world class. World class.
Yeah. Ole Gunnar.
Maybe the best sub ever. that I can
there.
think of. Definitely in my era.
Yeah.
So for example, if Sturridge was playing consistently off the bench, I'd still say he hasn't lost that world-class element to me, but he's just not playing enough at all, period.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
Period. How can you judge someone when they're injured for 3 months every 2?
Yeah, exactly.
And so I can't. I want to put him on the list, but
I couldn't
I'm unwilling.
Put him in there. No, I couldn't put him in there either. I think he's a top-level striker, but I don't think he's in a world-class.
Matip will be world-class.
Yeah, he could be.
But again, not yet.
No, not... Yeah, but that's... he's a young'un. He's on his way up.
So that's Liverpool done.
Yeah,
that's
I would say
done.
so. Well, let's go to the other half of it then. Let's go to United. Pogba, clearly.
So, yeah, look, Pogba... See, Pogba's the other weird one because Pogba has had an awful season.
Okay, it's going a bit far, but...
Awful. Because you need to look at it in context.
Yeah.
What the team needed from him.
Yeah.
What he's capable of. Yeah. What he's doing. It's been awful season.
It's been subpar.
He would hate it. I would reckon his own words in French. I don't know what the word is in French, but I'm sure it would be awful.
Yeah.
Merde. Which is, I think, the S word, but different. But Pogba, you're not going to get any questions from me. Pogba is a superstar. Can't deny it.
David De Gea.
Absolutely.
World class.
One of the few keepers who I would classify as
There's only about 3 that I would ever put in there, and he would be one of them.
100%. Rashford's on his way, but he's not there yet.
Not even close to there yet.
Ibra.
World class.
But very close to not being if he keeps his form.
Yeah, true. I mean, he's getting older, so you can fall out of that category, but you don't score 400 career goals.
No, plus the way he plays, the goals he's scored are magnificent.
Yeah, you would be stupid to write Ibra off. Ibra, world class.
I mean, get out. If you're going to say that doesn't deserve it, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Do your own podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff you. This is our podcast and we say he's world class.
So says the stud.
Yeah.
But
that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Harvey agrees.
Harvey definitely agrees.
As long as he stays in this studio, I'm going to look to him for support.
And he'll always give. Such a giving man, Harvey.
He's a giving man.
He's a
Harvey
giving cardboard cutout. But I would say that's it from United for world class. Who else would you put in there? Rooney's not there. Rooney hasn't been there since 2010-11.
No, you're right. Rashford, no.
I mean, I would love to put Mkhitaryan in there, but he never gets a freaking game.
Mkhitaryan, I would normally, but he hasn't played.
Would I. He never plays.
So, no. I mean, that's my next most obvious one, but...
Luke Shaw has potential. Not there yet.
No, you're right. Okay, that's it. We're done. We're done with them. All right.
Let's
Chelsea. Let's go Chelsea. Let's kind of go in order
Eden
here.
Hazard.
I mean, obviously Hazard.
Obviously.
We might end up putting this whole team down.
I'm going to have to say it.
Yeah.
Diego Costa.
You can say it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's pretty much... If you dare say anything else controversial about that side... Yeah, exactly.
Kante.
Yeah, obviously Kante.
I'd say that's probably about it for them. They have some very good players.
That's right. Well, once upon a time, you would have said...
Lampard, Drogba.
Yeah.
I could have rattled them off. Terry used to be world-class, sadly.
Sadly. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to throw one more at you from that side, who I think is 100% world-class.
Okay.
Azpilicueta.
Actually, I kind of have to agree with you. He is a classy player. Yeah, no, he is.
That name is long. That took me ages.
I was watching you write it going, oh, wow, he's spelling the whole thing and he knows how to spell it. That's impressive.
I do know.
You have him on FIFA. I can tell that you look at his name a lot.
I do have him. I do have him in my
my
side.
Team.
Yeah,
that is a lot of world-class players that Chelsea somehow have.
Yeah.
That is scary,
and that's not even taking into account that they've got others that were formerly that are no longer. Fabregas, for example. He can't make that list, though. No. I take exception.
He's not starting enough games.
Good. We agree on that.
Yeah, I think he could get back to that level, but he's not there at the moment.
You've got people that have very short memories and are blind lovers of the side who might say David Luiz is because they're just idiots. Seriously. But no.
7-1.
Like I said, this is our podcast. And the answer is no.
7-1. There is no way he can ever go anywhere near a world-class list.
But that's 4 that we rattled off pretty easily.
Yeah.
4 out of 11. That's insanity.
That's why they won the title 2 years ago.
I got to say, Thibaut Courtois 2 seasons ago, I would have said...
I would have agreed, but now, no.
But no.
No.
So that's actually
it's off the list.
A dwindling list, isn't it? In some regards. Because there's a lot of players that were that now aren't.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much done with Chelsea. If you guys disagree, by the way,
always
I'm
right into
curious.
it.
You know, I'm happy to post this list. I will post this list on our Facebook page, and you guys can hop on and
rip it to shreds.
Yeah, and rip it to shreds.
Tell us where
who you
idiots.
think.
Add
Exactly.
players that we'll forget, because I guarantee we'll forget some. You want to do Arsenal while we're doing the kind of
Well, I
big
was going to say
clubs?
City.
Okay, City it is. Oh, God. I hope you've got your pen at the ready there.
I've actually just warmed up the hand a little bit there.
Oh.
So let's start. Let's start with
De Bruyne.
With De Bruyne.
David
I'm gonna call
Silva.
him DB. Silva for sure.
Aguero.
Oh, I love Aguero. I have such a man crush on Aguero.
I know, he's amazing, isn't he?
Aguero.
Gundogan.
I'm gonna say no.
Whoa, okay.
He's yes, but no.
Okay.
Just the fact that there are better players in that position within the same league, and I don't immediately. He wouldn't make my. If I picked an all-star team for the league, he wouldn't make my league team.
Who would make it ahead of him, just out of interest?
Kante for sure.
Different
and
kind of player.
Probably Kante and Pogba. That's my that'd be my midfield.
It's a pretty good midfield.
It's a pretty good midfield.
Yeah, it's a pretty good midfield.
And I'd throw in Lallana. That'd be my midfield.
Okay.
Midfield 3.
Yeah.
That's a good midfield.
It's great midfield. There's no arguing that
It's
is
a really good
That's
midfield.
a midfield. There's no arguing that.
Because you've got power, pace, trickery.
Yeah. I'm not arguing with you. That's a good midfield.
Well, I'm willing
it's
to
not
argue-
necessarily where I would
want
go.
to argue
but-
with you on Gundogan. Tell me why you would take Gundogan.
Okay, you know what? Even as I was
He
saying
goes missing when they need him.
I think he's growing into the league. Remember, this is a guy that's come off 2 years
fine.
of injury.
Fine.
I think you know what? I'll take it back only because he hasn't been in the league long enough. I think he's going to grow into it though.
Yep. But he's not in. He doesn't make my list.
No.
I don't agree with you on that one.
Fair enough. Okay. I will retract my Gundogan love, who I really do love. Yeah.
I had to make that joke. Bravo.
Yeah, he's definitely not there.
No on the list.
he could make my He could make my worst list.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
so bad.
yeah.
Any of the defenders? No.
No.
Other midfielders?
Oh, I would have said Vincent Kompany.
No,
up until
sorry,
he's
not
just
anymore.
too injury prone.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's no one else.
I would fight you on that. I'm holding the pen anyway.
What?
so.
Okay, all right. I'll say it just to see if you agree with it.
No.
Can I say it?
No.
Just, you know.
No.
Yeah. You don't think?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
Moneybags is definitely not on the
No,
list.
you don't think?
He's not world class though. I think everyone would agree with me. Honestly, guys, tell me if I'm wrong. But how the hell could he be considered world class?
Raheem Sterling, by the way, just so we know.
Moneybags, Sterling. Moneybags cannot be considered world class because I still have yet to see him turn an important match.
Okay. Well,
Tell me when. Point it out.
No, I don't have any. I don't have any.
Even the match that they dominated against United, nothing to do with him.
No, I agree. I was just throwing him out there
He's had
mostly
some good
for
matches.
your reaction.
He's had good matches, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But what does that even mean? So what if he's had a couple of good matches? He's not world class. Doesn't make our list.
Yeah, okay. Just really wanted to annoy you with that one.
Yeah, you have. You have. And you know what? I think I'm kind of done with you.
Okay, fair enough. Arsenal?
Oh, is there anyone else here, though?
In City?
No. Fernando, no. Sane, no.
Sane will be one day.
Yaya Toure was, but isn't anymore.
No.
Yeah, Nacho definitely will be, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, he looks classy.
Okay, I'm done with City.
Yeah. Arsenal.
So they only have 3. So far, on a count-back basis, Chelsea are the champion.
On our crazy, no way
This is interesting. We can compare it to the actual...
the table.
To the table and work out who are overachieving, underachieving.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay, so Arsenal.
All right, so Ozil, obviously.
Ozil,
Sancho, obviously.
Sanchez,
I
yep.
should say. Now, do you go with Peter Cech?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
Definitely was. There was no doubting it. Not anymore. He still has had some shocking games.
He's had a couple of shockers, but even your best players can
De
have
Gea
shockers.
hasn't.
Oh, no, but De Gea is a whole different...
So what? He's a keeper.
Yeah.
This is the kind of yardstick you need to be.
Okay.
It needs to be kind of De Gea or thereabouts to be in his list.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
I'm pretty adamant about that.
Arsenal?
I like him a lot, by the way, and I
Yeah.
like this Arsenal side. So this is not just trying to find a way to... I've got nothing against him at all. I really like this Arsenal team. They remind me of Liverpool, so how can I not like them?
Anyone else in that team that you kind of like the look of for the tag of world class?
The tag of world class. I mean, it's such a tough one that... I know you would maybe throw Granit Xhaka's name into the list.
I definitely would because I love him.
I don't think he is.
He's not there yet, but he will be.
But yeah, could he be? For sure. I even think Aaron Ramsey had potential, but he never got there.
He's just always injured.
Yeah.
What about Cazorla?
I think that Koscielny's close, and I think who's their fullback?
Monreal. He's
close.
Actually, Monreal's pretty excellent.
Yeah, is he officially, do you reckon this season gets him in there?
He could be.
More so than Koscielny?
Oh, I mean, Koscielny's actually kind of world class, I gotta say.
I think he's world class too.
Yeah. Okay, well, Koscielny, definitely. I'm gonna ease off on Monreal.
Same.
But at the end of the season, I'd happily throw him in.
That would make me done with the side.
What about Cazorla?
No.
Yeah, okay. By the way, I agree with you. I just thought I'd throw the name out there.
I totally get it, though.
Yeah.
Totally get it, but no.
What about Tottenham?
The Tot. Well, so that was 3 from the arse, so Tottenham's going to want that.
Dembele,
I hope we don't.
please.
Well, yeah, okay. Dembele.
Eriksen, please get in.
Yep, can't argue.
Odervelde, please get in.
Yeah. Good point. Wait, let me just write this down. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, sorry, I was rattling there a little bit.
I even know how to spell his name. Alderweireld.
Is he another one on your FIFA team?
I wish. I can't afford him. He's too expensive. Okay, so let's just go a little slower here. Obviously, Harry Kane. He's not in form, but he's clearly world class. Okay. Right?
Yeah, well, he's had 2 seasons of it, so yeah. I'll give you that.
They're looking good.
That's 4 already.
Wow.
And that's I would even chip in Hugo Lloris.
I'm gonna say no, but my God, I want to say yes.
He's the second best keeper in the league, in my opinion.
If he's not world class,
then no one else in the league is making it as a keeper.
You know what? No, I'm gonna flip flop.
Yeah, I think he's.
If your vote is in, if you're voting in, then
I'm definitely in for Hugo Lloris.
I'm gonna vote in for Lloris because
I think as a shot stopper, his distribution.
You've sold me.
Yeah,
I'm done. With the gavel, done. It's done.
Bum, bum.
We have no gavel, but
damn, that's 5.
I mean, and Dele Alli is on his way.
He's on his way. He's not there yet.
Musa Sissoko on his way.
Possibly.
Victor Wanyama, maybe. You never know in the future.
He's definitely a great spoiler.
In Kyle Walker and Danny Rose are great in their positions, and given the lack of wing-backs who are really spectacular, holy damn, that is a good side.
Yeah.
Damn, that is a good side.
Yeah. Their only problem really is depth.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the only
Once you go past that, it gets very hard.
That's the only place that it actually falls down. But other than that is a great looking side.
Whoa. Well, that's the number 1 world-class side. But anyway, okay. Yeah. All right. Everton.
Lukaku, baby.
Wow, he's so good. I love Lukaku.
That's about it.
I would almost say Skelettenberg, but not yet.
No.
But you know what? He's on his way. Someone you would never have expected.
He's about 31 already, though. He's not exactly a young man.
Yeah, true. But if he had a blinder of a season, it doesn't matter that he's 31.
Yeah, no, true.
He plays till he's 37, then he's got tons of seasons left.
True. I would say he's probably their only world-class player, though, Lukaku. Barkley might get there one day, not there yet.
Do we give him props for Koeman? He's world class.
Yeah, he is definitely world class.
Okay, so that's it. So they got one.
I think one world class player is enough.
No, that's 100% true. That's the difference between bottom 3/4 of the table and that top quarter,
and the top echelon.
Quartile.
Yeah, I agree.
Watford. The fact that we're getting to Watford so early on is a testament to how good their season has been. Notwithstanding that 6-1 pummeling by Liverpool, which could happen to anybody.
Could happen to any team on that day. Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to say no.
There's no world class players.
I just had a quick squeeze at their side one more time.
There's no world class players in there.
Burnley.
There's no. Defoe's as close as you're gonna get, and he ain't there.
And he's not there yet.
No. He could have been, when he was young. Before he, I think he broke his ankle. He was on the verge of signing for Manchester United.
This next one,
I
mean, they've supplied a lot of world-class players.
Oh, Southampton. Yeah. Well, if we went on who they supplied, Bale.
Yeah, tons. They got tons.
Yeah.
Tons of world-class potential in that side. Yeah. But as of this moment, world-class, we've got to be really firm on this. World-class. No. I mean, they've got players who are going to be. I think that, Ward-Prowse has potential to be world-class. I think that their striker, Redmond, he could very well be world-class. Yep. But
the other one who has the potential, their Dutch centre-half, Van Dijk, or whatever his name is. I can't pronounce it. He's only about 25. He's amazing. He definitely has the potential.
Van Dijk or something like that.
It's
spelled D-I-J-K, but I think it's
a weird...
Anyway, that guy.
He definitely has the potential to be
Ryan
there.
Bertrand? Potential?
Potential. definite
But
potential.
all of these are potential.
Although he is now about 27, mind you.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Very solid, but no, they don't have anyone.
So
All
we
right,
agree, no
let's
one
go.
there.
Next on the table.
West Brom, no.
No, sadly.
I mean, the closest they've got is Nasser Chadley, and he's not world class.
Oh, he's not even close.
But he's probably the best single player in the side.
Yeah, maybe Phillips. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, and Phillips, but still same situation.
Actually, to be fair, I would say Johnny Evans is their best actual player.
But he's not world class.
No. He could have been once upon a time.
Yeah. Could have earmarked him for that.
Yeah, totally.
But no.
Back when, remember, Manchester United sold Piqué because they went, Johnny Evans is the better player. And you know what? For a very short amount of time,
he was.
They were right.
Yeah, but they remain wrong.
Yeah, they are wrong overall.
And now they have Smalling, who sucks.
Don't have it good. Poor old Smallsy.
he sucks.
Yeah, he does a bit.
He's a bit pants.
Yeah, it's a bit pants.
He's a bit pants.
He's a little bit pants.
And not a good pair of pants.
No, he's an itchy pair of tight pants.
Ugly, itchy pants. And if you're in England, that means underwear. So that's really awkward.
Yeah.
Where were we? West Brom. Stoke. Not as I know. Your instant reaction is, well, they're in 12th, therefore they have nobody. But
Shaqiri.
They got Shaqiri, and I vote Shaqiri.
Yeah, so do I.
So if you vote Shaqiri, Shaqiri is in. Okay,
Arnautovic.
World class, Arnautovic.
Great player. Don't know if he's quite there.
Let me think. World class. Would he walk into a cultured European side? Actually,
I think he'd walk into quite a few.
Yeah, actually, maybe he would.
Yeah.
I could even see him playing for
Juventus,
Atletico.
Yeah, Juventus.
Yeah, Juventus, Inter Milan.
Oh, please.
AC Milan.
Inter would fall over themselves.
I could see him at Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, totally.
Oof, does that mean do we do it?
Do we dare? Throw him in.
You know what? Let's throw the cat amongst the pigeons here.
Yeah, throw him in.
I'm doing it.
I would have once upon a time said Bojan, but now I would definitely not say Bojan.
I'm going to say no. I can get why his name would have been thrown around occasionally, but no. I would fight you on that.
No, I wouldn't throw it in. I would have 6 years ago.
We're missing the obvious one here. Joe Allen.
Mind you,
that had to be said.
In the form he's in, it's not as stupid as it sounds.
I know, but it is also
funny.
stupid.
The Welsh Pirlo.
Welsh savvy.
Yes.
Although I think he said he felt he was more like Pirlo. So.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Yeah, even though that is still giving yourself a massive rap there, Joey.
What?
Joseph Jefferson Allen.
Oh, Joey Allen.
Wee Joe. Showed a lot of character.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was a decent Brendan Rodgers.
Actually, yeah. Okay, yeah, it was fair. You
was a decent
You needed
Brendan
to say
Rodgers.
the word terrific way more, though. Overused it about 37 times in 4 seconds. Yeah.
True. According to Fat Sam, Glenn Johnson. Such a wanker. Yep, that's it for them.
Yep.
Bournemouth. The Cherries.
I mean, Wiltshire one day might get back there, but
I'm going to say no. Leicester. Mahrez.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh. Vardy fans, right in.
One season.
Vardy fans,
one
right in.
season of
Vardy
excellence.
fans, right in. Right.
One season of excellence.
Harvey, what do you think?
Harvey's with me.
He's very quiet. Silence, yes or no?
He's with me.
If I was up on a rape charge...
That got dark.
What happens with if silence? If she didn't respond, if I said, "Are we doing this?" and she said nothing, and I continued, am I up for a rape charge?
Yes.
Is it?
I think so, dude.
Right. Okay, so then Harvey, you're the deciding factor. That means Vardy. So guys, if you have a problem with that particular call, you can actually not blame Garfield or myself. You can blame Harvey Specter from the TV show Suits.
Harvey.
Yeah, Raper Harvey.
Oh dear, that took a
poor guy. He really got
took a dark turn very quickly.
Yes, it did. This show can go places.
Clearly, and places that you don't want it to go. And apparently, even worse, you can't say anything about it when it happens.
It's a shame Leicester don't have Kante anymore, because that would have been their second.
Yeah, he would have been world class. Sadly, no.
Not Vardy.
Nah.
What would Vardy have to do to get in world class books?
20 more goals this season. Bang, he's in.
20 more goals.
Like, as in, if it's a 20 goal a season again,
because he's already scored a couple.
Boom. Yeah, he's got a couple. 20 goals. I'd put him in.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough.
Nope. No.
Crystal Palace. Nope. Not for me. No. I'm going to say no to whatever it is that you say.
Kabaye.
I'm going to say no. I think he's the most overrated player in the league. Yeah. Everyone keeps talking about how cultured and brilliant he is, but barring a few games where he does show that brilliance is there, no way he's... if you dare look at me and say that you thought Coutinho wasn't world-class until this season, well, then he definitely doesn't qualify.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I feel pretty strongly about that.
You really do feel very strongly about that.
I know that's going to be one that a lot of you disagree with, but seriously, if you can tell me how he qualifies for world-class, Kabai, what he has done to actually get that moniker?
I think he's more of a subtle player that you wouldn't really notice going out there.
Yes, you would. Yeah, if he was world class, you would.
Yeah,
notice.
But you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't notice Paul Scholes back in the day.
Yes, absolutely. I would. I still called him world class, and I hated him.
Yeah, you did hate Paul Scholes.
Yeah, but I hated him, but he was world class.
He was so classy. Oh, I loved Paul Scholes.
Yeah, fine. But yes, I still noticed.
Yeah, okay.
I would notice.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So I feel really strongly for no Kabai.
Okay, fair enough. He's not on the list.
West Ham.
Pay it. Please. That Rabona, please.
Yeah,
that alone gets him on the list.
When he's at Real Madrid?
Yeah.
You guys can thank us for putting him on that list.
That's right, yeah.
Because it'll be thanks to us.
And no one else is on that list from West Ham.
No. Antonio, I mean, there's some possibilities
there's some
there.
Green shoots.
But no, only
close
shoots.
yet.
Hull City. Snodgrass is their best player.
But he's not world class.
But he doesn't get to world class, unfortunately. Swansea.
God, no.
I mean, Llorente might once upon a time you thought he was going that way.
Leroy Fer has the potential to be. No one's there.
But my answer is no. And your favourite team,
Sunderland. Once upon a time, Defoe would have been there.
Nothing? You got nothing for him?
No.
I'm going to put Defoe in there so I can be part of the event. He's no world class. I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's actually a really interesting number we came up with. 25 players. That's it.
You know what's really weird about that list, just going through it in my head as we were doing it? I think we only named one defender. Two defenders. I think that's it.
That's a good point. But there aren't very many really, really top-notch defenders in the league.
But we named as many defenders as we did goalkeepers.
True.
That to me is a stunning statistic.
Okay, but to be fair though, we're not just ignoring them. Please name better defenders who are currently world class. You know, there are some that are close. Like Matip could very easily be there. We could be sitting here at the end of the season saying,
"He made it."
That's a world class. That's a world class defender there. Fine.
I could be saying that about Phil Jones by the end of the season because he picks it back up.
Vertonghen, no, especially compared to Alderweireld. He's close, but he's not world class yet.
Yeah.
Musafi, no. Neither of the United defenders.
No. We did put down Koscielny, so that's 3 actually.
Yeah. I just can't think of... I mean, I'm looking at these big sides and it's not David Luiz and it's certainly not Cahill. So,
no.
And they're one of the top sides at the moment, so you'd think it would come from there.
It used to be Terry. 5 years ago it was Terry.
But it's not anymore.
It's not anymore.
And even Cahill might have been considered that after the good run of form he had 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
That's 2 seasons ago.
No, fair call.
I might as well throw Suarez on the list. He doesn't even play in the league anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
It just doesn't match up. So that is actually Coutinho, Firmino, Pogba, De Gea, Ibrahimovic, Hazard, Costa, Kante, Azpilicueta, David De Gea, Silva, Aguero, Ozil, Sanchez, Koscielny, Dembele, Eriksen, Alderweireld, Kane, Lloris, Lukaku, Shaqiri, Arnautovic, Mahrez, and Payet. That's our list.
It's not a bad list.
That's a damn good
Tottenham
list.
came up tops too. They trumped.
Really trumped, didn't they? But who can argue? Okay, argue with us. Please, argue with us. Dembele, Eriksen, Alderweireld, Kane, and Lloris.
That's difficult to argue.
Make the against case. I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Go to our Facebook page, Studs Up, or go to our website. It's just studsup-football.com. So there's our list. There's our world-class players that we came up with who are currently playing in the Premier League. There's 25 of them, right?
That's 25.
I think it's solid. So please add to it, subtract names, tell us why we suck, tell us why you agree with the list.
Tell us why you disagree with Harvey about Vardy.
Yeah, dude. Harvey's, we're going to have words after this.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed that. That was just